Hey everyone, Dr. Schwartz here for the Wellness Blog. Today we are talking about general mobility and moving more while we're at our desk, whether it's working, whether it's gaming, taking Zoom calls, whatever. We want to move more. As we move more, it helps decrease the possibility of metabolic diseases. It helps with cognitive function. It helps improve the cerebrovascular blood flow, and you just feel better. We know we feel better when we move. A lot of these exercises are going to be mobility and stretch based, and while mobility and stretching is great, it's not the end-all cure-all, because we know that we want to have motor control and stability as well, and that is probably more important. So we're going to do a lot of mobility work today, a lot of stretching, but we eventually, in the next coming episodes, are going to be focused on motor control and stability, upper and lower extremity, trunk. We have a couple different categories, and we're really excited for that. So without further ado, let's talk about mobility. And all you really need for this is a yoga mat and an exercise ball. There's nothing exciting here, no expensive equipment. So first one is going to be yoga ball work. So we want to do spinal flexion, decompression, because we are kind of compressed as gravity is working on us all day while we're sitting. We also want to get some extension within the thoracic spine, because we know we're kind of flexed forward all day. The body loves doing the complete opposite of what the natural motion is throughout the day. And last, we want to stretch this lateral aspect, or this lateral chain, and we'll do some QL or quadratus lumborum stretching, muscle that kind of comes off the hip, goes at like a 45, 60 degree angle into the spine. So let's get started. We're going to first start with some decompression work. We'll start just on our knees. We'll go forward and just kind of hang and decompress. Then that's just getting decompression to this lumbar spine. Next one is just really simple thoracic extension. So we're going to come out through here, and we're going to go out and just extend back like this. You can go deeper. You can bring the hands out if you want to get a deeper stretch. Open up this chest and this pec. Just getting some nice extension coming through there. And the last one is a QL stretch. We're going to stretch this lateral chain we talked about. So I'm just going to kind of splay out my feet and go over the ball, stretching like this. And that feels really good. You can also play around at this angle if you want to go back a little bit, forward a little bit, and kind of just stretching this lateral line coming through here, which feels really good. Second part we want to work on is just some general passive hip mobility. So we're going to kind of go against the wall here. Whatever this tissue is going to allow me to do, we're just going to go at that range. So noticing that arch in the back, going back like this, we just want nice, even hip mobility through here. And then we can also do it, if I had like a little rail here or something like that, or a standing desk, you can hold here, and then I'm doing the same thing. You can also go into wall, this angle's better. So just kind of going through here. Another one, upper extremity. We want to get those shoulders moving, so we can do dynamic movements, whether it's coming through here, really getting some spine motion as well, not just keeping rigid. And we can obviously go the other way. You can also do some dynamic swimmer exercise you've probably seen, just getting some motion. The last one is called Brugger's, which I love. I have prescribed this to patients quite a bit. It's doing the complete opposite of all the motions we're doing throughout the day. So we're hunched over typing all day, so now we're doing the complete opposite. Hands out, flip them over, bring them back, tuck in the chin, deep breath in, and out. Now we're going to take a look at some desk work. So we did lower extremity, we did spine, and we did some upper extremity work, but we also want to work on hands and wrists, which are really important. So we're going to do some really simple range of motion exercises for the hip, just getting kind of a warm up before we start doing typing, go on a call, whatever. So the first one is just a circumduction. Really simple, nothing exciting. Almost think about like you're making cake batter or something, right? Kind of like this. We're just kind of going like this. Opposite ways, you can do some infinities, you can do whatever, just getting some motion through there. Another one that's really great is called a hand blossom. I don't know if it's the real name, but I like these. So you kind of go like this, and then I go out, extend and come back, down and rinse, up. Good. You're going to also do some assisted stretching, which is really good. both in extension and in flexion coming through here. And just holds, don't try and shove it back or anything like that. We just want to get some nice chill stretching coming in here and warming up. And the last part we're going to work on is mobility. And we're going to be using a thing called a Cubie. So it's just like a under desk elliptical that gets you some motion while you're on a call. You can do some typing, but it's mainly for, when you don't have to do typing, because it's going to kind of throw the ergonomics off a little bit. And so this is great for, like I said, when you're in a call, you're taking a break and you can't get up and do any motion, you can still get some motion here. And we're going to do that with a Cubie. And so as you can see, it doesn't matter what the body part is, it needs to move throughout the day. It needs to have some input, it needs to be stretched, it needs to keep moving, because we know not only does it help us physically in the actual body part we're stretching, but it also helps us mentally. And the more you can move, the better you're gonna feel, the happier you're gonna be, and the better you're gonna do a lot of work. So appreciate you watching, and be ready, because we have upper body, lower body, and some trunk work coming up, mobility, and some exercises you can do with minimal exercise. So stay tuned. Thanks.